Looks like I need to increase my iron plate production. Seems like my accumulator backup isn't keeping up during the night. Time to make some more batteries. Why isn't my chemical plant producing sulfur? Is it my oil pump pressure? Where's my light crude going? Hello. No, sir. I'm not coming to work today. No, I'm genuinely sick. Yes, yeah, very sick. Hmm? I don't sound sick? I resent that accusation, sir. I'll, um, I'll be back to work, Monday. Maybe. Yeah. Bye. Oh, yeah. Blue gold. Or iron, whatever. Huh? What? What do you mean divorce? Don't you support my dreams of an automated rail system? Come on, don't leave. Son of a... Factorio. If you are a base building, colony management, or survival game fan and haven't picked up this gem, stop this video, slap yourself right across the face, and head over to Steam immediately. You'll thank me as soon as you dive in. See, Factorio starts you off with absolutely nothing but an incredibly skilled worker. You start by mining basic resources. You find a way to smelt those resources into workable materials. You create a drill in order to automate mining more resources. The experience, generally speaking, is oddly satisfying and has the ability to completely consume your life. Automation is one of Factorio's key gameplay elements. The initial idea of manually mining raw resources may give you Minecraft flashbacks, but rest assured, it's quickly put aside when you realize that Factorio's toolset not only encourages automation, it's pretty much a requirement. By letting the player build a working assembly line, it frees you up from the mundane to make more strategic choices. Where will I build my next copper wire assembly line that will end up feeding my circuit board fabricator? Where is my next iron deposit located? Geez, you know what? That bug infestation starts to look like it's growing. Wait, did I just say bug infestation? Yep, you heard me. Bugs. Nasty, gross, and nothing more than purge fodder. You see, the story of Factorio isn't particularly that original. You crash-landed on a planet and use the resources around you not only to survive, but eventually create a rocket to get off this stinking rock. Unfortunately, the planet has a native bug population that absolutely hates the pollution levels that your factory creates. They will raid your base as your pollution levels spread. Initially, the raids will be small, but as the pollution levels increase, so will the bugs' raiding frequency, but additionally, the bugs will start to evolve depending on the level of pollution that is currently around their nests, making them an ever-increasing threat. Now, if all this seems slightly overwhelming, rest assured you were not alone. I had initial reserves myself before purchasing Factorio, as I don't have the time to learn a terribly complex automated system. Thankfully, Factorio comes with a campaign which, let's face it, is more of a glorified tutorial, and that guides you through the initial phases of the early game, but still allows you the discovery of some of the secrets as you enter into the late game. And I can assure you that if I can do Factorio, you can do Factorio, because I am by no means a master of the genre. If there is one complaint I have for Factorio, it's its presentation. To be blunt, it's rather drab to look at. Although typically I love 2D graphics, the developers used a very limited color palette which gives the game a very brown and I understand that factories share a murky perspective, and perhaps that was the idea, but it seeps into the rest of the game. Everything seems to have a brownish tinge, from the flora and fauna to the wildlife. This seems like Factorio could have dealt with more color. Another issue I have with Factorio is actually the tech tree. Even though it's very robust and vast, you will fundamentally make mistakes in laying out your initial base, because as you start to unlock different techs from the tech tree, you'll realize that certain raw materials are going to have to be supplemented to get further down, deeper into the tech tree, which requires you to oftentimes reuse, reduce, or completely remake your entire base in order to unlock these rare late game techs. Thankfully, renewing your base or redoing your base isn't that difficult. Factorio is made from an indie developer, Youb, who the game itself has been in early access for quite some time, which tells you that the developers are very committed to making this the best possible game they can. Not only that, but it might be one of the best reviewed games currently on Steam. I've played close to 40 hours with Factorio, and although some of that time has been spent on the campaign/tutorial, the majority has been spent on the free play mode, which is probably the mode that the game was intended to play. And in that time, I can tell you that I don't think that I've come close to reaching the summit of the depth of Factorio itself. There is something incredibly satisfying playing a game where you start with literally nothing but your own ingenuity and the tools that the game provides you, and end up, over time, being able to create something that is so majestic as your own factory. That may sound odd to say, but once you experience playing the game for yourself, and when you get into the depths in which you can start to automate and increase its efficiencies by changing certain things in your factories, you will actually understand why so many people not only enjoy this game, but absolutely fall in love with it. My personal thoughts are that if you love anything that this genre can offer you, then you're doing yourself a disservice by not picking it up. So my advice, go out, build something, refine your factory, refine it again, and once you're done, pop yourself a cold one because you deserved it. Thanks a lot for listening to this video, and hey, if you really like the content we're putting out here at eXplorminate, make sure that you like, subscribe, and throw on that notification button. Just YouTube's been messing with some of our smaller channels, and hey, if you want to support us, there's always a Patreon. So this has been Army P for eXplorminate, and I'll see you in the next video.